Well, hello there, Internet and creatures of the beyond. Uh, it's been a busy few days, so I couldn't continue uploading anything related to this tower. I have scratched the previous videos because they were hit and miss, many of the elements that I was playing with. So, what I want to do is something similar to this tower, and I want it to be implemented here in this background, and we shall see what we get at the end. So I have done a rough outline, and I think I'm gonna stick with this for now. It might improve some elements, but right now this should be alright. I just noticed something that I do not like about this stroke. I want it to be flat at the end. Perfect. Okay, so first things first. If we look at this tower, we see that it has a three-dimensional view to it, obviously, and it has a front and a back. So right now all we have is the front. I don't exactly know if we really need to work on all of the elements to make it look like this. Although this has a lot of stuff going on here. It's the most transparent one. I have two others that I took for reference, but even these ones are sort of have a lot of elements. So I try to simplify everything for the sake of simplicity so we can see through it. I might add some back backends to create the proportions and the dimensions and the point of view that we're looking for, but I don't know at the moment. So I was thinking of just using, actually not this one. I'm gonna use, the thing is that these ones are a bit thicker than these ones, so I'm not 100% sure if we should follow the same example. But from what I can see, this one looks pretty good. So let's try to, oops, let's try to move this one here. I created two overlaps. I was thinking of starting something like this. I don't know, something like this. I'm just eyeballing it. I don't really need to put it exactly in the center, though we can align it if we really need to. So we're sort of looking at not really close up, but I don't want to see this part at the bottom. I mean, I don't want to see it on the land. I want to just put it primarily in front of the image, and then the background kind of blends in the back. Okay, so maybe this one is a little bit too thick. Let's go with maybe 15. Maybe 10. And then the rest will be sort of like a 2. Maybe a, what am I missing here? Have I done a, oh, I did. Okay, let's remove it like this. I've done this in order to go on all directions. This is an offset for both sides. Usually, I could have done it with the thickness of the stroke as well, but I was looking for a specific width that expands on both on the same axis. So, and I was trying to see if I could maybe do some thicker lines or do like an interior bevel. Well, I don't know. I was trying different tests. So right now I'm just gonna leave it to this since it's already set up like this. I don't actually know, is it still a line? Yeah. a border. Good. So we have our element here, and if we look here, we have these supports with the lines, but I don't know, let's try something like this, and then something like this. Let's try something a little bit more natural. And okay, so this one doesn't fit perfectly, but it's okay, we can fix that very soon. I think something like this. Okay, so in order to fix this, we just need to go to our align and select it like this. Last selected. Where was it? Where is it? Where is it? Ugh. This one. Not middle, last. Okay, there we go. So, this looks kind of silly. Let's try to... I was trying not to make it too... geometrically correct, because I kind of... Well, maybe this one needs to be a little fatter. Let's try like this. For these ones, let's try it a bit more like this. Good. Now I'm just gonna move it a bit here, and let's see. And I still think it's too small, maybe bigger. Oh, something like this. Yeah, I kind of like that. I was taking this as a reference. I'm not sure if we should do the cables even bigger. Yeah. But... Oh, oops. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure we should do the cables. Oops, 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 what am I doing? It might take a little bit too much out of the view if we're gonna go with the cables. So probably let's take all of this together and let's group them. What did I do? Group. Thank you. And now let's give it sort of like a simpler color. Let's go to our fill. Something like this for now. Well, probably even darker. Yeah, something like that. And this one, I want to start doing it. Oh, sorry. Now this is a problem. In the sense that should I make it directly into a path? Now that is the question. Well, if not, let's just go with a stroke. Stroke. Okay, thank you. And for some reason this one reset it. Ah, I messed it up. Oh gosh. No. Fill. Why did you reset the fill, I wonder? Well, what can you do? Okay, so this one, I want to make it lighter and more, less saturation, I mean, sorry. Maybe even like this. And for this ones, for the rest of it, although I still managed to put this here. Maybe I shouldn't use this. And I'll tell you guys in a moment why, because that is only one path, and maybe I just want to use this, which is a group. And on this one, I didn't put any path effects, if I remember correctly, no. So we can play with this a bit. So first of all, stroke. Let's go with a 5. Maybe less. Maybe a 2. Well, the cool thing about this, well, let's try a 3, I don't know. Yeah, is that we have it in parts, so maybe I could just separate inside the group. We create another group only for this, and we make these ones a bit thicker. Let's go with a 4. Yeah, and for this we put it to the, oops, too much, to the back, so okay, I need to fix a few things. Let's go up. This one needs to go a little to the right. Okay, and this one a bit to the right. And with this one, hop up, up. There we go. I didn't create it perfectly symmetric, and there are some things that go a little higher, a little bit lower, but well, the thing is, like, when you're eyeballing it, sometimes it looks a little bit better, the perspective. Maybe this one is too much to the left. Nah, something. Yeah, yeah, I like it, I like it. Okay, so these ones. Not this. Where is it? Where are you? Are you this? Yeah, it was that one. We removed that part because it was masked behind. Maybe we can move it a bit to the left, and the same for this group. Okay. I could have moved that one to the right as well. Ah, whatever. So these ones, we kind of want to make them the same color, but let's go with a bit more. Let's reduce the lightness, maybe even more. Something like that. Because this part is more exposed to the sun in front, the rest is to the back. Sorry about that. Okay, I think that looks as good as it can look. So we have this in the foreground. What do we want to do next? I don't know if I should really put the lines. Maybe this one are a little bit too thick. Or maybe this takes a lot of the things. Okay, like this. Maybe even more. And I'm gonna show you guys a little trick afterwards. Oh, too much. So I modified this right now. And maybe it is still a bit too much. So just playing a bit with the shape here, so we get sort of something that looks kind of okay. Doesn't need to be perfect, but I feel like it's a bit too strong, too curved. So I'm trying to reduce most of the curves to make it look more. I think that looks okay. Yeah, definitely looks much better. Maybe this one a bit to like this. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. So in this case, to avoid doing like the same thing to all of them, just gonna remove them. Goodbye. And we're going to go here, and there is a thing here somewhere. There is like clone. Create a clone. It's Alt D. Okay. So Alt D. But no question. Is this a clone of this or of this? Let's see. So if I... Okay. And there was another thing. I could create a clone. Clone original. Well, we can unlink the clones, so we can change the shapes and whatever. But the idea is that now if we change something to this, we can easily fix it on the main element. So if I don't like something here, let's say here it's still a little bit too low. If we move back, all of them have modified the same. So that's one trick, to just stop repeating all of the steps as above. This one, tiny bit higher. Thank you. Okay, I like it. I like it. I'm not sure if we should put. I think I like the open space, the air going through this part. Unlike here, where we have like all of these supports going inside. Although technically, from an engineering point of view, that is correct. You need supports to give the structure the most resistance to the elements and to all of the forces that act upon it. But since our design does not succumb to all of the elements that happen in real life and to the physics that happen in real life, could just escape by not doing anything. I could probably put here something like this. But I think that would be too much. I want to simplify it. Less is more, always. Now related to the cables, let's try something. Let's see how it looks. So we're going like this. And of course we need to well, this is interesting actually because we're not doing it right. And there are a couple of ways to fix this. One of them would be to create a triangle in, I think. Let's see. Well, it's a triangle out. Whatever. Same thing. So this changes the thickness at the end. We can go something like this. But I have something that bothers me. Why is this creating this line in here? Oh, okay. That's not good. Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't realize that this line is Never mind. Okay, so something like this, and we can fix this later. Like the thickness here shouldn't be as direct, shouldn't be pointy. So let's remove this a bit more, and now if we click, there we go. And I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna play too much with it. Yeah, it's a bit too obvious. Let's reduce the thickness. Not by much, but enough. Okay, we can work with that. Let's duplicate this. Let's put it on this other side. And then let's duplicate this. Go lower. This one needs to be, oops, only this one. This one needs to be here. And we need to move it. Okay. I think we killed it. Wait for the program to respond. Please respond. Will you respond? I believe he will not respond. So this is gonna be very funky. Okay, well, technical issues with Inkscape. What can you do? Let's restart this. Dun, 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 dun. Hopefully it's saved. Hopefully. Okay, okay. Oh, of course not. Well, we didn't lose too much. But, well, again, so beautiful Bezier pen. Where are you, Bezier pen? Come on. Not this one, this one. Triangle out. Click, click, click. Okay. So we're going to make it like this. Remove. Come on, remove this. Well, this is awkward. Why isn't it cooperating with us? Oh gosh, I think it doesn't like this tool very much. Well, there are some bugs here and there. What can we do? I think it worked fine the first time when I did it. I'm just gonna try. If everything fails, we can just do it manually, and that's that. Although it's gonna be a pain. Well, not necessarily, to be honest, but still. Okay, last try. If you're not gonna work, please say so. Or forever hold your peace. Or be in pieces. Maybe triangle out is the issue. Okay, so we finish this. Then we add a line. And then we remove this, but it's not working like that. What have I done to upset you? Triangle out. Okay. So why don't you apply this here as well? Something is really weird. Well, I suppose we have to do it a la Emmanuel. Which is not gonna be a problem. It's just a few lines, and maybe it's better this way because we can individually control the thickness. So we can play with that, and well, what can we do? Such is Inkscape. So we can do it like this, and like this, and I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna do this, and they're gonna end up here. Okay, that doesn't look good. We need to remove this. Thank you. And now let's play with the thickness. So this looks sort of like this. We need to also incline it like this. Put it a bit higher like this. Reduce this. Reduce this a bit. Okay. Maybe more. And let's reduce this. Okay, that's too much. It's not easy to get it to look right like this, but well, what can we do? Let's try to create this curve a bit more natural. Not happy with it. Okay, we need to sort of do it like this. I think the problem is this. Needs to be more, because it's going outwards. Or maybe we need to pull it a little lower. Maybe make it like this. Not working. No, I don't like that. In this case, what if we move it? Yeah, moving it seems to do the trick better. And let's get rid of this then. And just pull this. Okay, that's not super bad. I just need to fix it a bit here and move this a bit lower. And there we go, we have our perspective. I think that looks as good as it can look. Maybe here a bit more. We're perfectionists. Yeah. Could be better, could be worse. Okay, so we save. Let's duplicate this. And I'm gonna put it on this other side. And voila. Now, the thing is that we kind of want it to be the perspective of looking up. So when we're looking up, this has to go sort of like this. And these two have to be more like this. Because the perspective is coming towards us, so we see bigger close to us, and further it starts to remove the shapes. Well, technically depends on how you look, because you're looking from the ground up, not the other way around. So I don't know exactly how to explain it. We'll make this these wires a different color so they don't look so weird. And maybe we'll make them even thinner. Let me try from the right side. It's much easier to work with the right side for some reason for me. Okie dokie. And now let's move it higher up. And oops. These ones will go a little bit like this. And maybe, just maybe a tiny bit like this. Let's see. This one. Does that look okay? Again, this is our view. Maybe this one needs to be a bit more centered between the three. I'll do the same. Actually, we can kind of do it like this I know this is symmetry right now, what I'm doing, but is that all right? Yeah. But what can you do? Something must look like something. Maybe we need to make them. Let's first group them. Ah, okay. Let group, and let's make them gray. Yeah, that looks nice. Doesn't take too much of the space, and we can move. We can play around with the positioning and everything afterwards. It's not quite centered, so maybe I'll move it a bit more to the left. We could try to extend these wires like this. That is an interesting question. Let's see how that looks. Not too shabby. They don't look so arched anymore. I don't know. Now it looks like it's going to the side, so maybe the most I can do is maybe move them a bit more like this, so they don't look so close. Technically the gravity should pull them lower, like this, so maybe move them lower like this, and this one as well. Oh, both of you. Although this one doesn't look too great here, let's move it a bit more here. Don't like something here, I don't know why. Curvature looks too obvious. I think this one is a keeper. Although this one needs to be lower, and we messed it up here. Okay, that looks a bit more organic. Let's remove these ones and let's duplicate these ones. Bam, bam, bam. Move to the left. This is for simplicity's sake. Yeah, I feel like it's better. For some reason, this one doesn't want to align with the other one. Well, we'll fix this. Okay, something like that. Maybe this one needs to be a bit more. No, actually no. Let's move this one. Again, nothing is perfect. Well, what if I do like this? And I move this like this. And I move this like this. This one is too much. And this one a bit more. Okay, so right now it looks like the other pole or whatever, the tower, the electricity tower that's linking this one is behind it. Although we could go with further lines, I think that would be too much. So this is the first step. For some reason this one didn't remove. Okay. I had a border there. I don't know for what reason. Okay. So next step. Let me get myself some background references here. I was thinking, let's create a mountain in the background, but sort of like, let's try a different mountain. Now the thing is, I could go something like this, but it's too obvious. So I was thinking, let's try something different this time. Let's try to go a bit more. Okay, something like this. And I'm going like this. Try to look at more organic. Right now this is just a pointy mountain. We're still testing to see how this looks. Okay, let's just leave it as it is for now. And I was thinking of doing something with light. In this case, I would want the light to come from this side. So if I would do that, I would need to create sort of like the side, the shadow and the highlights. And to do the shadow and the highlights, we just need to create a new beautiful thing. Let's kind of like put it here. And let's also try to make it a little, I don't know, like this. And or maybe not like that, like this. And go something like this. Like this. There is like a little valley here. And then I'm gonna turn. And I'm gonna probably end it like this. Okay. So just an idea. Let's see how that looks. Let's make this one darker. Oh, we already can see a difference. But the thing is, let's kind of think where we're going to position all of these elements. So I want this to be higher. This is like a background mountain. Oops, too much. So it should be something like this. So it should be way in the background. Maybe not that center, maybe something like this. Or should I make it bigger? So definitely this has to tower over like this. But I'm thinking, what about the sky in this case? I'm taking too much real estate from this and putting it. So this is closer, this is further, so maybe we can just sort of play it like this. And we'll continue creating other elements in the background. Okay, I think I can live with this. So what do we do? I think I'm just gonna overlap them. And I'm not gonna create any masks. I'm just gonna, oops, not the other way around. It's this one with this one, and it should be intersection. Does that look okay? Yeah, I think it looks okay, but I don't like this. Okay, that looks a little bit better. And let's do something first of all. Let's create this as a group and send it all the way to the back so we can work on this. And okay, so I can also come here and do maybe something like this, like this, like this. Well, maybe this one. Or let's see how it looks. Duplicate, bam, bam, and I always forget what's the intersection on this one. Let's remove this. Let's make it like this. Let's make this one like this. Oh. Well, maybe this one doesn't look so good here. I need to kind of... I'm gonna... Okay. I snapped it there. But maybe it should be thicker. Because this one kind of goes way. Okay, let's see how that looks. Could be better, could be worse. We could also try to create an element over here. With this color. And well, actually, let's do something interesting here. Let's try to create this idea of why don't you cooperate with me? I wanted to do... okay, never mind. Maybe I shouldn't have messed with those handles. Kind of want to make it something like this, but doesn't look good. I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna come here and do something like something like this, something like this, and then something like this. Okay, and let's try to remove them from here. yeah, that gives it a bit more depth. Maybe this one is too close. And we can, no, actually leave it. And remove this one. Make this one like this one like this. Yeah, that looks a bit more natural. Okay, I can live with that. So there is another part of the mountain that's just picking out. Right now we're just working with mute colors, with neutral colors, so we can kind of like see where we can go forward with this. I don't know, should we use trees? Make like a little forest behind to blend in all of these elements? Should I just be looking up and seeing this? But there's still trees regardless. Well, the thing is that trees are a pain in the ass to make, especially pine trees. Just gonna make hill areas or something, I don't know. So let's continue with maybe some more mountains here in the background. And these are already behind. So we can sort of like mask them. So we can go with this color. But maybe something a little bit softer. So we can kind of see that that already goes further in the back. And then we would have more mountains to the left, I suppose. But this one is the highest peak, so this one should go lower. Yeah. So if we go with more mountains here, let's try to create something a little bit rounded. Maybe something like this. Not too much. Something like this. And something. Let's go with a. Sorry, too much. Let's try to go with a valley here, or a depression in the mountain. And then let's try to go with another mountain. Maybe this one is too much. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oops, more. Okay, so first our color like this. Let's try to make a difference here so we can see what we're working with. So I would go with something like, well, maybe too much. So this is the shadow. This is gonna come here. So this will have a bit of a shadow from the previous mountain. Then let's go with something like, it's going down like this. And I don't know. I'm trying to see if this works. I'm not sure. Oops, too much. Now let's try to give it some. So this is gonna end over here somewhere. Let's see. So this one is going to be dark. Bam. We're going to duplicate this. We're going to intersect it. And I feel like this should be a bit. Hey, come on, click. Ah. Okay, that looks okay. Maybe this one a little higher. This one a bit lower. This one lower as well. Yes, maybe. This one is more, there is more light on this ones because they're a little bit closer to us. This one goes a little, so it's like going in layers. But again, I don't know what we're going to do here. Maybe a lake. That looks interesting for a lake, but if I'm gonna do a lake, it should be. It should go a little bit more roundish. Yeah, lake would be interesting. Mm-hmm. And then maybe this one is. Well, we kind of still need a shadow here, but I don't know exactly how to get it because it's already blended in. So if I try to create it like this, will it make sense? I wonder. Let's look at it. Not really. What if I try to create a point here and then a point here? Let's see how that looks. And then we kind of pull these ones here and this one a little bit more here, and that sort of not looks good. And I'll tell you guys why now. It needs to be, oops, because the sun is beating in an angle. So this one should leave a bigger shadow. But then here, kind of want to do a bit more. Yeah, I think that kind of tricks the eye into thinking there is like shadow from here and here. Could have done a difference of shadows, but I think I want to kind of keep it monotone and I don't want to put too much into it. Might want to think of something here. Let's see. Maybe that's too much. Okay, let's see how this looks. does give a little aspect, but I don't know. Maybe I am pushing it too much. Okay, let's leave it there for now. Let's just align it to be correctly set up. Let me finish this part. Maybe this one is a little bit too... Yeah. The thing is, like, lakes have like this part that, well, I don't know. I still do not know. I feel like this one needs a bit more traction here. It's not enough. What else? Well, we kind of need... Oops, sorry. Oh, what am I doing? We kind of need more shadows here, so let's... This one needs to be shadowed like this. But the question is, how much is how much? Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, I can live with that. And maybe we come with... I'm thinking of doing a larger shadow here. Let's see, maybe like this. No, maybe I need to put it... Maybe that's too much, let's see. Or not. I think I'm gonna just try to not overdo it on this side, because we kind of want to keep the attention towards the center, so the sides shouldn't be too much. I'm gonna just try to finish this fast here like this. Oops, like this and like this, and like that and like that. Maybe this one doesn't look too great. Doesn't look good at all. Yeah. Well, no. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Not try to overdo things. So if we're gonna do this like this, I'm gonna pull this a bit higher. And this bit lower. And we're not gonna finish with that one, we're just gonna create a duplicate. Select this, select this with this, and then bam, intersection. Voila. And for the water, we're just gonna create a beautiful thing like this. And let's go with something sort of like this for now. So water should be a bit greenish, more desaturated, obviously. Something around this color. Okay. So we can kind of make our way with this. Now, what should we do? We should try to push this one with a gradient. So let's get a gradient. Let's get the same color. And here it's gonna be darker. And maybe more saturated, and maybe even a little more bluish. And darker. Not too much. This is a bit weird. Maybe it's the trick of the eye here. Because I see kind of a line there, so I don't know if that's the intended effect. The gradient isn't very smooth. But I can live with that. Maybe if I pull it more. Let's see if this works. Yeah, we can kind of work with this. Now, the thing that we need to focus on is taking this, grouping it. Did I take this as well? No. Group it, and something didn't work right. Let's try to... I don't know, maybe like that. Oh no, that's bad. Okay, I see what's the problem. Let's try to move our group here. And let's try to take this. Okay, that's grouped. Now we're gonna duplicate it. We're gonna go like this. And we're gonna make it very, very subtle. But before we do that, I need to reduce the opacity, because clearly we need less opacity. Then we need to focus on this. Select everything I said. To pull it, push it a bit more like this. Yeah. Well, maybe more. Perfection. And we do the same to this one. Dun, 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 dun. We seem to have a few issues here. So in order to fix them, we're just gonna pull this. And for this, we're just gonna pull it like that. Okay, that looks nice. The only issue is that this is still in front. We're gonna fix that soon. So for this one, we're just going to mess with it like this. And for this, well, I don't know. Kind of try to match it with this. So, come on. Work with me. Please work with me. Still see an issue. Oh, maybe it's not an issue. Whatever. So you can kind of like do it like this. We're gonna fix everything. And this one goes here, this one goes here. This one, let's go a little lower. Okay, I think we can leave it that. And now if we go here, that looks much better. Maybe less opacity. I don't know, for some reason this one doesn't look good for me. Let's try to make it more undulated. And maybe lower, I don't know, for some reason it looks really off. Ah, okay. I suppose that doesn't look good because I forgot about this. No, no. Maybe lower. And lower. Perfect. Let's see how that looks. As good as it can ever look. Still have an issue here for some reason. Ooh. This one shouldn't be like that. There we go. We fixed it. And now I don't like this. This one needs to be like this. It's not well, it's the perspective is not perfect. It should be more. There should be a barrel effect there, but we're not gonna complicate things too much. I don't want to add too much perspective. I just want to do something very, very light. Maybe even, I don't know, 10. I'll leave it like that for now. Let's play a little bit with more opacity here. Oh, we still have an issue here. I knew something was missing. This one should go like this. Perfect. Perfect lemon. This one doesn't look good. Or is it? Oh, I see. Well, let's just get rid of it. Yeah, that doesn't distract us anymore. And now let's focus a bit more on this color, maybe darker. Even more paler. Yeah, I kind of like that. Something along these lines. Okay, so we can live with this. Okay, now let's go back to our previous element, put it in the front, and now we have the issue of colors. I'm kind of starting to think, what the hell, why did I put this here? It doesn't make any sense now. I have no clue what was in my mind when I thought about this. Well, since we already are here, we need to kind of contrast it. So, what should we do for the contrast in this case? Should I let it monotone? Okay, so if we're gonna go with a monotone thing, let's try some oranges. Let's see how orange looks like. I'm not getting the orange that I'm looking for. Maybe red or orange? I don't know. Maybe on this side? No. It turns to violet. Kind of want to... Oh, here we go. That. And I think sort of like this. I think it to be more red and more desaturated. And then, if we're gonna go with this one, we're gonna do the same color, but we're gonna make it lighter, less desaturated. Maybe more towards the yellow. Maybe that's too much. Let's see. We shall see. Maybe this works. So, again, this one, oops, this one, this color, this one, this color. I'm not sure about this. Maybe darker. Less saturation. Maybe more towards the red. I think that starts to look like something. I'm trying a different color here to get the... Maybe let's try it towards green, yellow. Or green? Nah. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna revert to this if I don't like it. Oh, I see what the problem was. Oh no, never mind, it's okay. So this is one, and this is the second. Okay, so, okay, and I want to do the same with these two colors. This is one, and this one is the second. In case we need to come back to the colors, because I want to test it how it would look with the sky now. And I want full opacity. I want a beautiful sky. That's a sky. Okay, let's try it like that. And let's go with gradient. Let's go with darker here. Sorry. More desaturated. More towards this. Yeah, something like that. Maybe darker, maybe more desaturated. And also this one is too much, a little more desaturation. And this one, this color. That doesn't look right. The sky should be towards the orange if everything is orange. So, oops, not that orange. Yeah. And what if I do it like this? Nah, that doesn't look good. because it's sort of like the sunset. And at which point I say, I don't really like how this looks. Okay, let's finish the... Oops, this one. Let's finish the colors here. Probably gonna change this as well, but I'm not 100% sure yet. This one, we're gonna make it a little bit vibrant. Yeah, but that's too much. We need to get the right amount. Bam. And this one, like, either darker. Yeah. Sort of like a haze in the background. Maybe this haze is a little bit too much. So we should either desaturate it, no, make it lighter, darker. Maybe change the tone a bit. Then maybe reduce the luminosity on this one. Go with more saturation. Bit darker. Yeah, there we go. We're getting there. More saturation, a little darker. Okay, that looks okay. I lost this color. Well, whatever. What can we do? Now this, I'm starting to think that this needs more thickness. So let's go with a 15. Clearly this is not gonna work with the background color. With the lake color, I mean, sorry. So we should do something more metallic. Oh, whoops. Darker. Okay. Even darker. No, that's too much. And now I kind of need a haze on this color. Kind of need an orange something. Let's put a G here. Let's try. Oh, okay, that's not good. I'm gonna transform this into a shape. So path, stroke to path. And this one is gonna continue having this color. This will go into this. And let's play with the colors now. Oops. Yeah, well, you know what? I have an idea. Let's duplicate this, remove the color, put it underneath it, and this one, we reduce the opacity. And now we can play with the gradient. How much we want to apply of the gradient. And I'm thinking something like this. And we kind of have to apply it to all of it, so shoot. So this one with this one, let's combine. Oh no, that's not good. With this Control Alt C. Yeah, stroke to path. Stroke to path. Stroke to path, stroke to path, stroke to path, and stroke to path. And you the same, and you the same. Thank you. Now you guys. Sorry, you guys. You, well, you with you. Okay. Let's group them. And let's get the same color. And maybe make it darker. And we kind of need, I think we need a stroke style here. Not a stroke style, a path effect. Let's go with offset. It's too much. Okay. So kind of. Hey, why did you reset my offset? Okay. So, oops. I created something there. Okay. Let's do something. Let's select everything. Let's group it. Let's go to our rectangle, duplicate this rectangle, and you're going to be our mask, clipping mask. So select this to this and set clip, and voila. Okay, now we have an idea of what we're working in. More. Didn't I group? What did I do here? Oh, I didn't put this in the... Well, which group is it though? I kind of need to select this. Okay, let's group them now, so they're easier to manipulate. There is like an outline here, but we can fix that afterwards. Or now, let's see, the outline is from this. Yeah, there we go, we fixed it. And the same here. Go lower, 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 and the same. Oof, have to apply it to all of it. just so that seam doesn't show up anymore. Well, what can you do? Search is Inkscape. But this is like an issue with all of the vector software. It's not related to Inkscape directly. Okay. So this one. Let's go full opacity. I don't know. Maybe dark. I didn't go full opacity. Darker. Maybe if we pull it here, like that. Clearly these ones don't look too good. But if I change the color to 1, it changes to all of them, so I don't have to manipulate the whole group. Oh, that looks interesting. Well, this is kind of bugging me out, so I might move the whole group higher. Yeah, that doesn't. Well, this requires a little bit more ingenious work here. For some reason I messed this one out too much. And why does it look so weird? I don't understand. Maybe like this. More. Now if I reduce. And I think the issue are these two. Let's try to make them the same color. Okay. Darker. Oops. Less opacity. I don't know. I'm not getting it there. Maybe I should just. I'm too picky, or maybe the one behind. This one should be the same color as this. And let's try to get rid of this. No, I don't know. Complicated. Okay, let's try to do at least the wires. Where are the wires? Okay, I'm gonna try to use a gradient. That's gonna be like this. Yeah, I'm gonna go full. I'm gonna go with these are gonna be darker, but this in the center is gonna be lighter in the center. Ah, Jesus. Center. More saturated. Little towards the blue. And on the edges, darker. Okay. Kind of works. But again, the orange is not hitting the blue. The oranges and the blue don't mix well together. What should I do? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this one. Less opacity. Oh, Jesus, what do I need to do to make it work? Light. Maybe the other way. Let's try this with this. And now, oops. Let's go. Maybe I'm trying something screen. Yeah, that might actually be working a little bit better. I have no clue if what I'm doing is looking right. But as I said, sometimes you have to try something to see if it works. If it doesn't, well, we are doing our best. Maybe this one a tiny bit. This. This one. We're still not getting the three-dimensional part because I did not create the back legs. Which needs to be sort of, well, I don't know, like this. Hmm. Yeah. So we're starting to get the three-dimensional part. I'm not gonna put this grate behind because I think that will create, well, let's see at least how it looks. If I, whoops, if I go like this, I need to put it a little bit higher. And we need to reduce the color. I mean, do it like this. but make it, I don't know. Sort of like that. Even lighter. Maybe this applies to the back legs as well. Let's see. Legs. And go back. I don't know. It does give you this three-dimensional view. These ones are okay, these ones are okay. I don't know. What if we reduce the opacity? Does that help? It helps a bit. So it doesn't look too overcrowded. I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. If I come up with better idea, maybe, well, wait. This one, perhaps darker. And let's try to group all of these elements. Oops. Try as I might. Let's group this. And this one is gonna be its own, well, this one with this one group. So this is gonna be like this. This one, let's try to make it a little bit lighter. And with that contrasts it a little bit stronger. I feel like this needs to be lower. So we can remove that line. And this one a bit larger here. Oh, there is still something behind. Yeah, it's starting to look like something. Although we could input a little bit more work on these colors, and the orange is not penetrating this blue at any cost. I was thinking of a lighter color, but then the water is kind of interfering. Maybe make the water a little bit clearer. Should I enter a little bit of orange in the water? Nah. I think that would put too much. This one is very contrasted in the front. I'm out of ideas at the moment. I mean, for you guys, if you really want to see how it looks without it, it looks sort of like this, which is not bad. It could be better. We could play a little bit with the sky and try to get a more... Huh. What if I try something with the sky? That's interesting. Okay, let's duplicate this. Let's try something silly. I don't know. Very light, very desaturated. Maybe something towards the pink. No, a creme, something like this. I don't know. Kind of like the other one. This one looks a little bit more western, more duskish. This one looks pretty to some extent, maybe with some clouds and stuff, but it looks bland. This one gives it more heavier look, and it fits with the water. Well, this one, we could change the water, but then I think it would make it the background way too light. And maybe try to push things towards the red with that color to give it a better contrast, but I don't know. The thing is that this first element in the foreground is such a different color from the background that it's not really blending in, and I'm having a very difficult time thinking of what could fix this. If I try to go to the same color, then we're gonna have issues of recognizing the object. So if I try to go with this, I can already kind of see that. And the blue works because it's a metallic structure, so we usually we have that paint that it's very deep. Well, we could go with lighter, but then it's too light. I try to make it like this. But then we lose all the detail in towards the sky and maybe in the water, so... Or maybe keep it very light. Like this. This could be an idea. It's more of a light structure. It's a colder steel, blue steel, but... I don't know. And what if I change the color of this to this? Well, no, maybe that's too much. then again, this should be a normal then. And I need to kind of... Ooh, what the hell is happening now? Hmm. Maybe I'm doing the gradient wrong. Maybe I should be to the top. Maybe the top to the bottom, let's see. Nope, the other way. Maybe this one darker. This one's also darker. Oops. Which group is this, I wonder? Oh, that group. Maybe that could also use a gradient there. Or maybe darker. I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I'm not sure 100% of the colors, but we always learn. I'm going to think of a way to share all of the works that I have done, so you guys can also do your own tests. But you know, it's always important to pioneer these things, even if they don't work. You can kind of see where you're making mistakes, you can see where you can improve. Sometimes it's not enough to get the details that you're looking for. Sometimes the color palette is too different. Sometimes some colors can't mix. I don't know, I didn't want to make trees, so that's why I put the water. So maybe that doesn't help too much either, because the lower part is too, it's also kind of like a negative space as well as the sky. So usually negative, when you have like the middle as the positive and the upper and the lower as negative, it's pretty difficult to implement the object the way that I did. So maybe it would have been better to have hills and then to place these through hills that are connecting. But I kind of really wanted to make this work, and I'm not finding the correct set of elements to place it there. Maybe like if I go with the sky changing into a different angle, it's very difficult to see where I could improve this. Maybe if I need to add more geometry to the pillar and fill out some of the things that are too see-through. Maybe the cables, well, the cables I feel are okay-ish. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. I might work on it next time, on a part 2 or something. And see you guys next time, I suppose. Well, hope you learned something and you're not disappointed with the failures of this thing so far. Okay, bye 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 bye.